Full count, 3-2 to Larkin. It's going to be called strike. So that's going to be the second out of the inning. It's going to be 2 straight strikeouts for Greenbrier's pitcher. So second baseman number 24, Blake Putnam, stepping in. Ball's going to be outside. Push the count 2-0 to Putnam. So 3 straight balls to Putnam. That wind still pushing out to right center like we saw in the last game that carried one over the fence for Greenbrier. Pitch going to run inside, so he's going to walk Putnam on 4 straight pitches. He's going to bring up Tyler Gregg. Tyler's going to DH this game. So we got a pickoff move over to first, not in time to get Putnam. So Greg's going to drive that into shallow center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That's going to put runners on first and second here, 2 outs in the top of the first, and that's going to bring up Kelton Price. Kelton's going to stay in left field for this game. Kelton's going to swing at the first pitch. Runs in there for a strike. Ball's going to be down in the dirt. Makes it 2-1. So Kelton's going to drive that in the gap between third and short. Going to load the bases up, so a nice base knock for Price. Bases are loaded for number 25, Trip Cheney. Looks like he's going to catch tonight, so giving Reagan a break. He caught the first game. So we got a great opportunity here in the top of the first to start out quick for the Cardinals. Got Kelton Price on first, Tyler Gregg on second, and Blake Putnam on third. Both were able to reach base and start the offense early, unlike last game. So looking to see what Tripp can do after this pitching conference up there on the mound. Pitch it inside. Moves the count to 1-0. 2 outs here in the top of the first, and bases loaded. That's going to hit Cheney, so that's going to be a run for the Cardinals, and that's a great way to start the second game of the evening. They're unable to generate any offense in the first game, in the first half, but able to come back here in the second game and score a run early. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, number 25, so it's going to be number 19, Cameron Bracey. You got Nick Huff, the right fielder, stepping into the batter's box in the same situation as Tripp. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch is going to even up the count at 1-1. As down in the dirt for a ball. Pushes the count to 2-1 to Huff. And Huff lifts that one into center field. Center fielder settles under it, makes the grab, and that's going to end the inning. The Cardinals leave 3 on, bases loaded, but they do push across 1 run with the hit batter, and that's going to push across Blake Putnam. So we do generate a little offense in the top of the first. We're going to move to the bottom of the first here after this quick break. We'll be right back, Cardinal fans.
Sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Not a cloud in sight. I hope it doesn't rain today.
Not a cloud in sight. I really hope it doesn't rain today.
Code red. Thunderstorms? Flash floods? Possible tornado? Guess I better not go out today.
Oh man, it's really raining. Hope I can make it through the storm.
It's raining pretty hard. Good thing I stayed home today.
Sign up for Code Red at the Farmington website or download the app. It could save your life.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans, here at the bottom of the first and here at Panther Ballpark. Your starting lineup for the Farmington Cardinals defensively for the nightcap of the doubleheader this conference game. We've got on the mound sophomore number 14 Ben Silvis. Behind the plate we got number 25 Tripp Cheney. Over there at third we're going to start Ryan Larkin. Shortstop is senior Blake Madewell. Second we got Blake Putnam. First we got Drew Vinson. Out there and left of course we got Kelton Price. In center, we got Trent McChristian, and right, we got Nick Huff. So the only changes we made were on the mound and behind the plate. So Ben starts off with the first pitch strike. Low in the dirt, makes it a 1-1 count. Silvis winds up and delivers, and that's going to be inside for a ball. Count's going to move to 3-1. It's going to be a leadoff walk for the Panthers. You know, other time I've seen Ben pitch, he won a complete game against Prairie Grove, and he's an excellent young talent that Farmington has. That pitch is swung up and lifted out of play, foul down the first base line. So this comes set. And that's going to be hit through the gap between third base and short, so that's going to be a single and put runners on first and second. No outs here in the bottom of the first for the Greenbrier Panthers. Going to have a courtesy runner for Greenbrier. Up to bat, we got Paxton Wallace. He was responsible for a solo home run that got Greenbrier's big inning and the bottom of the sixth started. As we resume play, we're going to have runners on first and second here, and Silvis is going to deliver to Wallace. That's going to be way outside. Makes count 1-0. Ball's going to be fouled back. Got a runner going, early steal, and that's going to be ball lifted into left field. And that's going to be caught by Trent McChristian out there in deep left center field. They tried to have a little early run or early steal going on and hit and run situation. That ball was lifted up into deep left. It just didn't have enough carry to it to get out of the ballpark, and Trent McChristian was able to range over and make the grab. That's going to keep runners on first and second here with one out in the bottom of the first for the Greenbrier. Be low and in the dirt for the first pitch to Brewer. So this comes set. Delivers, and that's going to be outside. Pushes the count 2-0. Good pitch there by Silvis. stays alive here at the at-bat, making the count 3-1. Looks at the runner at second, delivers. That's going to run inside and load the bases with the walk. So the bases are loaded. Cardinals leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. There's a 1 out. At the picture, Milligan. Silvis delivers. That's going to be low and inside for a ball. I don't expect it here with Milligan, who seems to have a strong bat, but there's multiple instances in the first game that they tried suicide squeezes with the bases loaded. So I'd expect, with only 1 out, that to be an option that the coach holds in his back pocket. And that pitch is going to go over the catcher, and that's going to score 1 and tie up the game here at 1-1 in the bottom of the first. That ball just seemed to get away from Silvis as he was on his release. He just stayed high on him and didn't really break it. Went over Cheney's head, and we have a tie ball game here in the early starts of this second game. Ball's going to be fouled back. Loads the count at 3-2. So Silvis is fought back here pitching and loads the count here with a chance to punch out or get out Milligan. Ball is lifted back foul. So we're going to keep the things the same and do it again. Ball is going to be lifted down the third baseline and out of play. Ball is lifted back foul. We've had 4 straight foul balls here by Milligan. Silvis is just doing a great job battling here with Milligan, not giving him anything, throwing some strikes. Another ball fouled back. Ball is going to be hit sharply to Putnam. He corrals it. That's going to score 1, but that's in time to get Milligan. So the Greenbrier Panthers are going to take the lead 2-1, but Putnam was able over there to corral it and get the out at first. So the Panthers are going to have 2 outs with the runner on third here in the bottom of the first. Silvis comes set. Delivers, and that's going to run inside. Makes it 2-0. Silvis delivers. That's low. Makes it 3-0. Ball's in there for a strike. Makes it 3-1. It's going to be inside. He's going to walk. Flake. So that's going to put runners on the corners. Coach Harper's going to come have a word with his sophomore pitcher. As Coach Harper talks to Silvis, we've as we've been watching this game and seeing how it develops, Silvis has thrown a lot of pitches here in the early inning, and it's something to keep an eye on as we progress throughout the game and how far he can go. He did throw a complete game, and he does have the endurance to go quite a ways, but these pitches are racking up to Silvis, especially that at-bat by Milligan, who had 5 straight foul balls. So as we resume play, we're going to have runners on the corner. And 2 outs. And a designated hitter for Greenbrier up to bat. Ball's going to be low in the dirt. So this comes set and delivers. That's going to be high for a ball. Moves the count to 2-0. I've noticed throughout this game that Silvis has, when he throws his breaking ball, it is staying high and he's hanging it, and that could be dangerous with some of the power hitters that Greenbrier has had as he steps off the rubber. Checks the runner over there at first, but not in time. Silvis comes, sets, and delivers. That's going to be a strike in there, so that's going to move the count to 2-1. That ball is fouled back out of play. Evens count up at 2-2. So it counts at 2-2. I got 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Greenbrier leading 2-1. Runners on the corners. So the runner advances a second off of a weird looking play. It had a early steal, and Looked like Ben had him as he stepped off the rubber, but didn't throw it down there to Madewell, who was standing on second. So that pitch is going to be a ball. It's going to be 3-2. So it delivers, and that ball is going to be lifted into center field. McChristian charges and catches it and makes the out to retire the side. So Greenbrier pushes across 2 runs, and they're leading 2-1 as we move into the top of the second. Silvas did throw a bunch of pitches, and he did get in a sticky situation, but the sophomore has done good work this year in his outing, so Coach Harper is going to trust him and will probably bring him out again. So we'll take a quick break, Cardinal fans, and we'll come back at the top of the second. We'll be right back.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
Yep. We're back, Cardinal fans, here at the top of the second. We've got first baseman number 23, Drew Vinson, leading us off. First pitch to him is going to be outside. Pitch is in there for a strike, so that's going to even things up at 1-1. Milligan delivers, and that's going to be low and in the dirt, evens up the count at 2-2. That pitch is called strike, so that's going to be a strikeout for Milligan. That's going to bring up junior center fielder Trent McChristian. Ball's going to bounce up to the plate. McChristian fouls that one back out of play, even up the count at 1-1. Ball runs inside, moving the count to 2-1. Catcher's going out, have a quick word with Milligan. Ball outside to Trenton, moves the count to 3-1. A good hitter's count, and looking for what he wants to hit and drive. He's going to foul that one down the first base line. Raises the count to 3-2. Milligan delivers, and that's going to be low. So McChristian's going to take his base, and with one out, we're going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Blake Madewell. And so we've got our two speeders up in play for Farmington. We've got Trent McChristian over there on first and Madewell up to bat. With McChristian on first, you can expect him to be on the move sometime. Madewell couldn't quite catch up to that one, so that's going to make it an 0-1 count. McChristian goes, and he's going to be in there safely. So that's a stolen base there by McChristian, who's got a great jump. Milligan tried to get him in the pickle by throwing it to first. He is a lefty, so he was able to do that. He was able to see McChristian go on the early movement. But throw down to second just wasn't in time to get the speedy McChristian. That ball is going to be lifted into shallow center. That's going to score one as McChristian rounds third. So that's going to tie the game up at 2-2. So that was a RBI single there by Blake Madewell. So we have some early offense here in the second game of this doubleheader. So the break in between games served us well as we got focused and are able to drive a couple runs in the early innings. Ball runs inside on Larkin. Have the same situation with Madewell, who's just as fast as Trenton, so expect him to be moving again. Checks over there to first, but not in time for Madewell, just trying to keep him close. Again, tries to keep Madewell over there close to the bag, not giving him a good lead. Ball runs inside on Larkin, looked close to hitting him. Looks like Madewell's toying with Milligan a little bit. Milligan's thrown 3 straight balls here with runners or Madewell on. He's focused more on Madewell than he is on the batter. It's going to be in there for a strike. Looked a little high from here. Cardinal fans did not agree with that pitch. Ooh. So that's going to load the count 3-2 here with one out and Madewell on first. He's going to be in there safe as that throw pulls off the shortstop from the bag. So that has happened twice to Greenbrier as they jump. And Milligan's able to get that ball over there to first baseman, but the two speedsters were able to get to second, and the throws were a little wild. Larkin lifts that one up into left field, and that's going to be right to where the left fielder was at, and he's going to settle under it, make the grab, and that'll be 2 away here in the top of the second for Farmington Cardinals. So Blake Putnam's up to bat, the second baseman. We got Blake Madewell over there at second base. Ball's low to Blake. Makes the count 1-0. Ball gets away from the catcher, makes it 2-0, and Madewell is able to take third easily. So as Madewell takes third, you can assume another pass ball was going to score him. Ball's in there for a strike, making the count 2-1. Ball's going to be fouled back, evens up the count at 2-2. Milligan delivers, and that's going to be low. Have a full count here, 3-2 with 2 outs and a runner on third. It's going to be a strikeout there for Milligan to retire the side. But the Farmington Cardinals are able to push across 1 run, tying the score up at 2-2. We're going to move to the bottom of the second here. We'll be right back, Cardinal fans.
Spectre, the rejector, the no thank you. Nobody knows picky eaters better than Tyson. That's why we make Tyson Fun Nuggets. Kids love that they're crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and shaped like dinosaurs. Moms love that they're made with 100% all-natural ingredients, whole grain breading, and white meat chicken with no added hormones or steroids. Tyson Fun Nuggets, the fun way to a clean plate.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast, please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
All right, we're back. Cardinal fans here in the bottom of the second with the score tied 2-2. We're bringing out sophomore Ben Silvis again for a second inning of work. First pitch to Stewart's going to be a strike. Nice curveball there by Silvis. Pushes the count to 0-2. That ball is hit into left field. So that's going to be a single. That ball just hung up there a little bit. He was able to drive that in between the third baseman and shortstop and into left field for a stand-up single. Ball's going to be high. So this gets set, delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. Ball is chopped foul down into the Cardinal dugout, pushing the count 2-1. He's going to bounce up. Tripp throws that down, and he got him. That was a great throw down there by Tripp. The ball got away from him, bounced away. He was able to corral it, throws it down to Madewell, and it was a strike from the catcher down there to Madewell right into the slide of Steven Stewart. So that's going to be the first out in the bottom of the second as the count moved to 3-1 on that ball. And that's going to be hit sharply to Putnam, who corrals it, throws it over to Vincent for the second out of the inning. So that was a great sequence there by the Cardinals to clear the base pads and get the threat away. So with 2 outs, Cody McDyess for the Greenbrier is going to step into the batter's box, and Silvas is looking to close out this inning. It's going to be low. In there for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Ball is lifted to the shortstop. Blake Madewell calls it off, settles under it, and squeezes it to retire the side. So the Panthers got 1 hit from Steven Stewart, but he was thrown out at second as the ball got away from Cheney. We're going to move to the top of the third, score tied 2-2 with the Cardinals having a chance to take the lead. We'll be right back, Cardinal fans.
Hey, guy.
Hey, Mom.
Starving.
Chips. Hey, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Yo. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizers Boneless Buffalo Bites. Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom. What sets us apart is our attention to detail. We have a 100% satisfaction guarantee warranty. If you're not happy in any way, we'll make it right. We have what we call a safety seal. We wear it on our shirts. All of our technicians are drug tested. All of them go through a background check. As a caller
they threw Milligan.
I would feel 100% safe with the guys that I hire in my home.
Buzz Electrical Services. You'll be buzzing about our services.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back here in the top of the third. Looks like Greenbrier had a pitching change in between innings. So just two innings of work for Milligan, and that's going to do it for him. Looks like Tyler Gregg, designated hitter, is going to lead us off this half inning. Tyler, of course, is a big power hitter for the Cardinals, so he's hoping to make some generate some offense here in the top of the third. Tyler had a big base knock here in the first inning. The ball's going to run inside for the first ball of the at-bat. Another one's going to run inside. Tyler has to kick out of the way. Ball is going to be ripped foul down the third base line. That ball is going to be lifted into left field. And left fielder's going to settle under that for the first out of the inning. The new Greenbrier pitcher is Satterfield. So we got left fielder number 11, Kelton Price, stepping in for the Cardinals. Ball is low and inside. That pitch is going to be swung on and missed by Price, so that's going to even up the count of 1-1. That ball is going to be in there for a strike. That pitch is going to be swung on miss. That's going to be another strikeout. So that's going to be the second out of the top of the third for the Cardinals. So Trip Cheney stepping in the batter's box. Going to be low and bounces away from the catcher. Moves the count to 1-0. Satterfield delivers. It's going to be in there for a strike, even though the count at 1-1. Ball is going to be taken by Cheney. Be a 1-2 count. Ball's high, runs the count even at 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the third. No runners on for Farmington. That ball is going to be driven down the third base line, and that should be extra bases for Cheney. He's rounding first. That ball gets to the corner, and he's going to be held up at second. So that's a great piece of 2-out hitting. That's a stand-up double for Trip Cheney. So he's going to keep the offensive alive, and that's going to bring up right fielder number 13, Nick Huff. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Trip Cheney. It's going to be number 19, Cameron Bracey. Ball's high. Moves the count to 1-0 to right fielder Huff. That ball is ripped into left field, and Coach Harper's going to hold up Bracey. So that's going to put runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the top of the third, and that's going to bring up first baseman Drew Vinson. So Drew's looking to drive in Bracey and take the lead for the Cardinals here in the top of the third. That ball is low and away. Bracey has some wheels on him over there at third, so assume that a pass ball is going to score him. Ball is going to be called strike. It looked low, but he's been calling a low and outside strike zone all game, so can't really complain about that one. Satterfield delivers. That's going to be outside, moving the count to 2-1. Vincent lifts that one up into center field. Center fielder's backtracking, settles under it, and squeezes it to retire the side. So the Cardinals threatened. They had runners on the corners, but nothing doing for them. So we're going to go to the bottom of the third, still tied with Greenbrier. We'll take a quick break, Cardinal fans, and we'll be right back.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere
makes everything taste great.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the bottom of the third, bringing out Ben Silvas for another inning of work. He had a rough first inning, but he settled down in the second, and he's on his way and settling in a groove, it looks like. Trip Cheney throws down to conclude warm-ups. We're going to bring up the catcher, number 7, Kane Thornton. Ball is going to be low, moves the count to 1-0. Ball is going to be high. That ball is fought off, but just fouled down the third base line. That ball looked about 3 inches away from hitting the line or being fair, so Cardinals catch a break there. That was definitely a extra base hit that just inches away and keeps Thornton at home for a bat. So that's going to move the count to 2-1. And that is just past Ryan Larkin's glove, and he's going to round second. And he is going to stay in safe. He rounded first, and Madewell already had the ball, so he threw it to first, trying to get Thornton, who was headed back, but Thornton tricked him and went ahead and took second. So we're going to have a courtesy runner for Thornton, who is the catcher for Greenbrier this game. And that's going to bring up number 25, Paxton Wallace, who had the solo home run in game 1, but had a long fly out earlier this game. Ball's in there for a strike. Ball's low and inside, evens up the count at 1-1. The ball's fouled straight back, moves the count to 1-2. Silva's comes set and delivers. It's going to be outside, bounces away from Tripp, but he's able to keep it in front of him. That's going to even up the count at 2-2 and keep courtesy runner out there on second. Full count here, 3-2. No outs, runner on second. Looked like a pretty good pitch there from Ben, but the umpire calls it low and inside for a ball, so that's going to put runners on first and second. Wyatt Brewer's coming in to bat for Greenbrier, runners on first and second. Ball is lifted into to second base. Putnam squeezes that for the first out of this half inning. Putnam's a solid second baseman. He seems to grab every fly ball, doesn't let many balls pass him. Ball's going to be outside and low. The ball is raised, fouled. Vincent's running out of room, and that's going to be out of play. So that's going to even up the count at 1. Then delivers, and that's a strike, making it 1-2. That ball is lifted into right field, but that is caught. And they're going to get the double play as the courtesy runner did not tag up. So that's going to be a double play to get Farmington out of the inning. That was a great heads-up play by Nick as he was able to track that one down and just gun it into Putnam, who threw it over to Madewell for the third out of the inning. So as that retires the side, the Greenbrier Panthers were threatening with runners on first and second and seemed to have a little momentum, but that double play, as I mentioned in the first game, is such a momentum killer, and it ended the inning and the threat for the Cardinals. So we're going to move to the top of the fourth. The score is still tied 2-2. We'll take a quick break, Cardinal fans.
Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries, famous Creole seasoning, brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
We came to Arvest.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the top of the fourth. We've got center fielder Trent McChristian leading us off this half inning. That ball's going to run inside. And McChristian gets out of the way of that one. Good eye there by McChristian, moving the count to 2-0. Ball's in there for a strike. Trenton hammers that one down the third base line, but bounces foul. Evens up the count at 2-2. Ball is going to be outside. Makes the count 3-2 to McChristian. No outs here in the top of the fourth. That ball's going to run inside, and McChristian just gets out of the way and is going to take his walk and take his base. So there's the leadoff walk for the Cardinals here in the top of the fourth, and that's going to bring up number 2, Madewell. So with McChristian over there on first, expect to see a steal or hit and run instance coming on. With the right-handed pitcher, you're more likely to see the steal. Ball's inside. Pickoff move over there first, but McChristian is back in safely. Madewell squares the bunt, but pops that foul out of play. Evens up the count 1-1. Satterfield steps off the rubber. Ball is bunted down by Madewell, and he's going to put it to his place, and that's going to bunt for a hit. So he pushes it way far down the line, popped it up a little bit, but no one was able to get there or cover the bag. So that's going to be a bunt hit for Madewell, putting runners on first and second. We have Trenton and Blake both on, so we may see a double steal here. We have Ryan Larkin on third, or Ryan Larkin, third baseman, up to bat. He bunts that down. Nobody covers the bag, and he's going to be safe, and that's going to score Trent McChristian as that ball gets past the second baseman who is covering. So that's going to put runners on the – that ball's going to get past number 19, so we're going to have 2 runners in scoring position as Ryan Larkin makes a heady move and gets over there to second. So that's going to score 1, and the Cardinals are going to take the lead 3-2. And Greenbrier's infield's going to have to discuss some things as they just gave up a run. That was a great bunt over there by Larkin, but no one was there to, or a great sacrifice bunt there by Larkin, but no one was there to cover first for Greenbrier. And when there finally was, they had to rush to throw out Larkin, and it was a wild throw. And so the Cardinals are really capitalizing on opportunities this game, like we didn't see last game. So with no outs, we're going to resume play here in the top of the fourth with the Cardinals leading by 1, 3-2, and runners on second and third. We're going to have second baseman Blake Putnam up to bat. Ball is going to be low and inside to Putnam, moving the count to 1-0. Putnam's going to foul that one back. Pitch to Putnam's a little high, making the count 2-1. That swing and miss there by Putnam evens the count up at 2. That ball's going to get away from the catcher, and that's going to score Madewell. So that's going to extend the Cardinal lead to 2 here in the top of the fourth. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here for Greenbrier. So we're going to take a quick break, Cardinal fans, while the pitcher takes his warm-ups. It's going to be a 3-2 count to Blake Putnam when we return. We'll be right back.
Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app.
I use it to deposit checks,
Snap the pictures, enter a few things,
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The Deer Woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Not a cloud in sight.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the top of the fourth inning. We're in the middle of pitcher getting warmed up. New pitcher here for Greenbrier getting warmed up. He's going to inherit a situation where we have Ryan Larkin on third, full count, and Blake Putnam is stepping up to bat. So we're going to resume play here pretty quick. We'll see what this new pitcher has to offer to Putnam. That pitch is going to be battled off and fouled out of play down the first base line for Putnam, so he fights that one off to stay alive. That is low and away, so that's going to put runners on the corners for Farmington. That's going to bring up power hitter number 27, Tyler Gregg. There's no outs here in the top of the fourth. Farmington Cardinals leading 4-2. Runners on the corners. Ball is low and outside to Gregg. Pickoff move over there to first, not in time to get Putnam. In there for a strike. Check swing there by Gregg. Didn't think that was gonna be a strike. Checked it up, but it was called strike anyway. Runners going. No contest down there to second, so Putnam's going to take second easily, and that's going to put two runners in scoring position, second and third. Counts 2-1 here to Gregg with no outs. That ball is lifted foul. Hits the light up here at Panther Ballpark. Moves the count to 2-2. That ball is chopped foul into the Farmington Cardinal dugout. Gregg's going to step back into the batter's box with a 2-2 count and no outs. Runners on second and third. And that ball is going to be called strike. Gets Gregg looking. This is left fielder number 11, Kelton Price, looking at one for a strike. Pickoff move back there to second, but not in time to get Putnam. Price squares the bunt, but does not lay it down. That's going to be strike two. That ball is going to be hit back to the pitcher. He has trouble with it, and Kelton's going to beat that out. And so we're going to have, ooh. It appears that the infield umpire called Price out, and Coach Harper definitely has some words for him. That's going to make it 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. It definitely looked from here in our vantage point in the press box that Kelton Price definitely beat that ball out. This brings in catcher number 25, Trip Cheney. Pitched it in there for a strike. Ball low, evens up the count at 1-1. Tripp holds off Ryan Larkin, tells him not to go. Pickoff move back, not in time. Blake Putnam's back in time. Ball's in there for a strike, moves the count to 1-2. Cheney had a big double here before this at bat. And he hits it right to the shortstop. Had solid contact, but hits it right to the shortstop for the third out of the inning. That's going to retire this half inning. The Cardinals do push across 2 runs. I believe Coach Harper's still a little upset for the called out against Kelton, but we're going to move on to the bottom of the fourth here. And we'll take a quick break, Cardinal fans, and we'll be right back as we resume play.
I hope it doesn't rain today.
Not a cloud in sight. I really hope it doesn't rain today.
Code red. Thunderstorms? Flash floods? Possible tornado? Guess I better not go out today.
Oh man, it's really raining. Hope I can make it through the storm.
It's raining pretty hard. Good thing I stayed home today.
Sign up for Code Red at the Farmington website or download the app. It could save your life.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service,
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the bottom of the fourth. We're going to bring out Ben Silvas for another inning of work. With the exception of that first inning, he's pitched an excellent job, hasn't given up any runs anymore after that first inning. That ball's going to run inside. Ball's in there for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. That ball's hammered down to third base, and that gets past Larkin. He's going to round first, but put on the brakes and go back to first. I guess that's the reason why you call it the hot corner, because that ball was rocketed right at Larkin. He just wasn't able to knock it down as that bounced right by him. So that's going to be a leadoff single there for the Greenbrier Panthers. So 1 on, no outs. Ball's taken for a ball. Makes the count 1-0. Oh, check down. They check down there. Might have been a little bit of a makeup call for the called out in the previous inning, but we'll take it. So correction, it'll be a 0-1 count. In there for a strike, so it'll be an 0-2 count here. No men out and one on first. Ball is lifted into shallow center. Putnam squeezes that for the first out of the inning. So with one out, one man on first, Steven Stewart steps into the plate to take his swings. He had a pretty healthy base knock the previous inning. Ball's going to be in there for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Silvis delivers. He's going to throw down to first, and it's backed up by Putnam. So it's going to be a stolen base, a 1-2 count here with one out. I believe Putnam or Madewell was a little upset with the base runner trying to slide into him as he was trying to get the ball. Ball's going to run high, evens up the count at 2-2. That ball is lifted into left field, and Kelton Price squeezes it and throws it to first, but overthrown. It's backed up by Drew Vincent, so no damage is done. That was a sharp hit by Stewart, but nothing to show for it as he hit it right to Kelton Price. So that's with 2 outs. There's a man on second, and Coach is going to step into the batter's box for Greenbrier. In there for a strike. Great pitch there by Silvis. Silvis delivers, and that's going to be in there for strike 2. 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Silvis looks like he's in a little groove here. That's going to be outside. Great work back there by Cheney to keep that one in front of him and keeping the runner at second. That's going to be a strikeout there for Silva. So he's going to end the side with a strikeout. There's going to be one base runner for Greenbrier, but he's going to be held up at second. So we're going to go to the top of the fifth with the Cardinals leading by 2, 4-2. We'll take a quick break, Cardinal fans, and we'll be right back.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
The inspector, the rejector, the no thank you. Nobody knows picky eaters better than Tyson. That's why we make Tyson Fun Nuggets. Kids love that they're crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and shaped like dinosaurs. Moms love that they're made with 100% all-natural ingredients, whole grain breading, and white meat chicken with no added hormones or steroids. Tyson Fun Nuggets, the fun way to a clean plate.
Thanks, Mom!
Zing, is it the...
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the top of the 5th inning. We're going to be led off by senior right fielder, number 13, Nick Huff. He's going to look at a ball low, make the count 1-0. Going to be in there for a strike, making the count 1-1. That ball is lifted into left field. That's going to be fair. Nick's going to round first, looking for a double. And Coach Harper's going to hold him up there. So that's a great leadoff hit there by Nick Huff, the senior right fielder. He was able to drive that one into the left field corner. And he's going to start this inning off with a bang for the Cardinals. And that's going to bring up senior first baseman Drew Vinson. Pitcher steps off the rubber. Drew's not able to catch up to that one. Makes it an 0-1 count. That ball is fought off and fouled back, sticks up in the fence back here behind home plate. Oh, and 2 count to Drew. It's going to be low and away to Drew. One-two count, no outs here in the top of the 5th. Delivers. Ooh, that ball runs in, and Drew's just had to get out of the way of that one. It's gonna be low away. You're gonna load the count 3-2. So Drew's going to step in with the full count 3-2, no outs with the runner on second. That's going to be low. He's going to battle back and get the walk. So that's going to put runners on first and second for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th with no outs. It's going to bring up center fielder Trent McChristian. Drew asked the first baseman if he had the ball because we tried that little trick with the third baseman when the bases are loaded, and he's afraid to lead off right now with that. McChristian squared the bunt but fouled back. Moves count to 0-1. Ball's going to be in there for a strike, making it 0-2 to Trenton. Pitch is delivered, and that's going to be a strikeout by McChristian. Ball was well out of the zone. McChristian chased that one out. That's going to be the first out of this half inning for the Cardinals. That's going to bring Blake Madewell to the plate with runners out first and second with only one out. Going to be first pitch strike to Madewell. Ball's low and away. Moves the count to 1-1. Madewell's going to foul that one back out of play. Moves the count to 1-2. Madewell's going to drive that into left field. The left fielder's going to crowd Nick Huff's going to round third. No one's going to cover home, so that's going to drive in a run for Madewell. That's going to be an RBI single, and that's going to push the Farmington Cardinal lead to 3, 5-2. We're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the 5th. We're going to have a few switches as a new catcher comes in. So we're going to take a quick break, Cardinal fans, and we'll be right back.
Work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast, please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Hey, guy.
Hey, Mom.
Starving. Chips. Hey.
Oh, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizers boneless buffalo bites. Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom. What sets us apart is our attention to detail. We have a 100% satisfaction guarantee warranty. If you're not happy in any way, we'll make it right. We have what we call a safety seal. We wear it on our shirts. All of our technicians are drug tested. All of them go through a background check. As a father of four, I would feel 100% safe with the guys that I hire in my home.
Buzz Electrical Services. You'll be buzzing about our services.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Everybody knows.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the top of the 5th inning. Only one out here as Ryan Larkin steps into bat. We have runners on first and second. Before the break, we had an RBI single by Blake Madewell that extended the Cardinal lead to 3. And that ball is lifted into center field. And Coates makes the grab, throws to third, but Vincent was not tagging. So that's going to be the second out of this inning for the Cardinals, and Blake Putnam, second baseman, is going to step into the batter's box. Ball's low and away to Putnam. That ball is outside. Pitch is high. That'll be ball 3. That ball's going to be in there for a strike, moving the count to 3-1. That ball is fouled back by Putnam. Loads the count at 3-2. Full count, 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Cardinals here in the top of the 5th. That's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So Cardinals push across one more run to extend their lead in the top of the 5th. We're going to move to the bottom of the 5th and play some defense here, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th.
Knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh yeah, Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony Chachere's.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony Chachere's.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony Chachere's.
Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony Chachere's.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
We came to our best.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the bottom of the 5th inning with Greenbrier coming to bat. Cardinals are leading 5-2. We're bringing Ben Silvas out for a 5th inning of work. He's done an excellent job, only giving up 2 runs, and that was in the first inning. Otherwise, he's looked very sharp. First pitch strike. That pitch is fouled back. Pushes the count to 0-2. Pitch is going to be low. Runs the count to 1-2. That's going to be a strikeout for Silvas. So Silvas strikes out the leadoff hitter, McKnight, for the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Pitches outside to Kane Thornton. First pitch of the at-bat. Makes the count 1-0. Silvas delivers. That's going to be low and in the dirt. Running the count to 3-0. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk there to Thornton. Tripp's going to go out there and talk to Silvas, calm him down a little bit. So coming up to the plate is going to be number 25, Paxton Wallace, real big power hitter for Greenbrier. So Silvis is going to work from the stretch here with Kane Thornton on first. Silvis delivers. That's going to be low. Tripp's able to keep it in front of him, so Thornton doesn't advance. That ball is going to be hit into the hole between shortstop and third baseman. Thornton's going to round, and he's going to be thrown out. That was a great play out there by Kelton Price, getting that ball in quickly to Madewell, who was able to turn and throw the ball to Larkin, who threw out or tagged out Kane Thornton, who was rounding second and trying to take an extra base. So there's going to be two down here in the bottom of the fifth with a runner on second. Brewer's going to step into the batter's box. Nice pitch there by Silvis as he got Brewer swinging. It'll be an 0-1 count here with 2 outs. Pitch is in there for a strike, so that's a quick 0-2 count there for Silvis. And he, oh. So that throw back to Tripp. That throw back to the pitcher by Tripp went wild, and that allowed Paxton Wallace to get to third, but he slid in and Larkin lost the ball, and it dribbled out away, and heads up play by him to go ahead and take home. So that's going to add a run for Greenbrier, making the Farmington lead 2. Ball's fouled back. Bases are cleared. Silvis delivers, and that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So a great off-speed pitch there by Silvis. He's able to close out the side, only giving up 1 run. Farmington leads the Greenbrier Panthers 5-3 as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back with the Cardinals batting.
Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app.
I use it to deposit checks,
Snap the pictures, enter a few things,
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want to Where do you go when you want to
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the top of the 6th inning. Cardinals leading 5-3. Looks like we're going to have the designated hitter, number 27, Tyler Gregg, at bat to lead us off. Ball's in there for a strike. Makes the count 0-1. Ball's going to bounce up to the catcher. Evens the count up at 1-1-1. That pitch pushes the count to 2-1 here to Greg. That swing and miss by Greg's going to even the count up at 2. It's going to be swung on and miss, so that's going to be a strikeout for Tyler Gregg, and that's going to bring up number 11, Kelton Price. First pitch to Kelton is going to be high for ball 1. In there for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Pitch it in there for a strike again. Runs the count to 1-2. Pitch is outside, going to be 2-2 count to Kelton. That's going to be swung on and missed by Price, so that's going to be 2 straight strikeouts for McKnight out there on the mound for Greenbrier. That's going to bring up number 25 catcher, Trip Cheney. Pitch going to be low for ball 1. Going to be swung on and missed. Evens up the count at 1-1-1. That's going to hit Tripp. Crowd's wanting a foul ball. So they agree on it that he's hit by a pitch, and he's going to be courtesy ran for by number 19, Cameron Bracey. That's going to bring number 13, senior right fielder Nick Huff up to bat. Huff had a huge leadoff double that got things started for the Cardinals. That one's fouled back off the catcher's helmet. Pushes the count to 0-1. Pitch is in there for a strike. Running the count to 1-2 to Nick Huff. Steps out of the batter's box, take a breath, and we're ready to play. That pitch is going to be high. It's going to be 2-2. Everybody here, except for Farmington, thought that was a strike. And that was going to be a third strike and strike out the side for Greenbrier. Huff knew it was a ball, though. And that's going to be the third strike. So that's how we're going to retire the side here in the top of the sixth. We're going to strike out 2, and then we're going to be hit by a pitch, but Nick Huff's going to end us off with a strikeout. And so we're going to move to the bottom of the sixth, still leading 5-3. We'll be right back, Cardinal fans, after this quick break.
A bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet. You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Not a cloud in sight. I hope it doesn't rain today.
Not a cloud in sight. I really hope it doesn't rain today.
Code red. Thunderstorms? Flash floods? Possible tornado? Guess I better not go out today.
Oh man, it's really raining. Hope I can make it through the storm.
It's raining pretty hard. Good thing I stayed home today.
Sign up for Code Red at the Farmington website or download the app. It could save your life.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here heading into the bottom of the sixth as Ben Silvas concludes his warm-up between innings. Hunter Milligan's up to bat here in the bottom of the sixth. Ball's outside to Milligan. He started this game at pitcher. That pitch is going to be inside to Milligan. Silva's throwing 3 straight balls this half inning to lead off. It's in there for a strike. Great way to come back for Silvas. That's going to be a 5-pitch walk there to lead off this bottom of the sixth. So no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Got a runner on first. Silvas delivers, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Ryan Flaken stepping in for Greenbrier. Silvas gets set and delivers. And that ball is going to be popped foul out of play, so that's going to move the count to 0-2. Silvis gets set. Delivers, and that's going to be a little bit outside. 1-2's the count here with 0 outs and a runner on first. That's going to be a 4-pitch strikeout there for Silvis. It'll be the first out of the bottom of the 6th here for Greenbrier. This brings up number 3, Wesley Waters for Greenbrier. Silvis delivers. That ball is going to be lifted foul. Drew's going to run out of room, and that'll be out of play for the first strike of the at-bat. Makes it 0-1. Ben gets set. And he delivers, and that ball is going to be thrown for a strike. A great pitch there by Silvis. Not showing any signs of wear or tear here in the bottom of the 6th. That ball is lifted into center field. McChristian tracks that one down, squeezes it for the second out of the inning. So that was great by Ben Silvis to get Waters to pop up to center field to McChristian and keep the runner at first. And there will be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, runner on first. This is number 4, Stewart. Pitch is low for a ball, making the count 1-0. Silvis delivers. That's going to be in there for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Pitch is high, looked like a breaking ball from Silvis that stayed high. Moves the count to 2-1. It's going to be in there for a strike. Evens up the count at 2-2. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on first. Silvis delivers, and that's going to be just off the plate, filling up the count 3-2. Good pitch there, trying to get Stewart to chase. Runner's going, that's going to be hit sharply to Larkin. Steps and throws to first base, and that's going to be in time to retire the side. So that was a great inning there to keep the 2-run lead for Farmington as we move into the top of the 7th. As we enter the last inning of play for this second doubleheader, our second game of our doubleheader, the Farmington Cardinals are leading 5-3. We'll take a quick break, Cardinal fans, and we'll be right back.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family.
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the top of the 7th with senior first baseman Drew Vincent leading us off. First pitch to Vincent's going to be low and inside. Vincent's going to foul that one out of play, moving the count to 1-1. Pitch is low and away to Vincent, so moves the count to 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. Pitch is going to be swung at by Vincent, even up the count at 2-2. That pitch is going to be looked at by Vincent, but that's going to be called strike. So that's going to be first out of the top of the 7th, and that will bring up center fielder number 18, Trenton McChristian. It's going to be outside, 1-0 the count. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Pitch is swung on, moves the count to 1-2 to McChristian with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Cardinals leading 5-3. That breaking ball froze Trent McChristian and watched it go by for a strike. That'll be a strikeout in the 2nd out of the inning, and that'll bring up senior shortstop number 2, Blake Madewell. It's going to be in there for a strike to Madewell. It's going to be swung on. Quick 0-2 count to Madewell. Pitch delivered to Madewell. That's going to be up and away. Makes it 1-2. Madewell calls time. Pitch is delivered, and that's going to run inside, even up the count at 2-2. Ball is fouled off down the third base line, or first base line. So the count will remain 2-2 with 2 outs here, top of the 7th. That ball is lifted into shallow left, and that is going to be caught, and that's going to retire the side for Farmington. So we're going to enter the last half inning of play here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Farmington does not get any run support there in the top of the 7th. We're going to bring out Ben Silvis to pitch the bottom of the 7th. So Coach Harper's putting a lot of trust in his sophomore pitcher. So we'll come back here shortly for the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back.
Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
The inspector, the rejecter, the no thank you. Nobody knows picky eaters better than Tyson. That's why we make Tyson Fun Nuggets. Kids love that they're crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and shaped like dinosaurs. Moms love that they're made with 100% all-natural ingredients, whole grain breading, and white meat chicken with no added hormones or steroids. Tyson Fun Nuggets, the fun way to a clean plate.
Zing, is it the work?
We're back, Cardinal fans, here in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to bring out Ben Silvis for a final inning of work, hopefully. His first pitch is going to be thrown for a strike, and he's keeping up the pattern that he has laid all game. And that's starting out quick with early strikes. Ball's going to be low and away. Ooh, that ball looked good up here, but believes that was a little outside, pushing the count to 2-1. He's been calling that pitch all game, so that pitch is lifted foul down the first base line. Evens up the count at 2-2. That ball is going to be lifted into foul territory out behind first, and Drew Vincent is going to make the catch for the first out. That was a great play down there by Vincent. He was twisting and falling back and was still able to corral it and make the catch. So the pitcher, McKnight's going to step in the batter's box with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Ben Silvis is going to have a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here. That was a great curveball there by Silvis, just a little bit inside. McKnight thought it was going to hit him, and it broke inside. That pitch is going to be lined into shallow left. Kelton's going to get that one in, so that's going to be a base hit for McKnight. So that's going to put a runner on first here with one out in the bottom of the 7th. That's going to bring up Kane Thornton. This is a time right here where coaches preach clutch time, where you're having to get outs and you're going to win a ball game and just have to finish out strong. And they're going to lift. Kane's going to lift one into shallow right, and Nick Huff's going to squeeze that one, throw it back in. So Greenbrier Panthers are down to their final out. And that's going to bring up big hitter Paxton Wallace, who did have a solo home run in the first game. So we know he's a heavy hitter. And there is a man on. Cardinals lead 5-3. Pitch is in there for a strike from Silvas. Been saying, let's finish here. Finish it here. We got a 3-hour bus ride back. That is lifted into center field. Blake Putnam settles under it, and he's going to end the game. So the Cardinals are going to take game 2 of the doubleheader, 5-3. So that's going to bring the record of the Farmington Cardinals to 6-3, 1-3 in conference. The Farmington Cardinals did drop the first game of this doubleheader 16-6. However, Ben Silvas comes back with a great pitching performance in game 2. He goes a complete game, only gives up 3 runs. And that will do it for us here from Greenbrier and Panther Ballpark. Thank you guys for tuning in to the broadcast and supporting your Farmington baseball boys. My name is Jared Osnes, and I hope you watch us in the future. Thank you and good night.